Welcome back, y'all. Welcome back. Did you guys miss me or what? How long has it been? I have not been on YouTube for about a year, but we're back. And today, I have a little bit of time in between the classes, so I want to give you guys a whole workout that you can do at the comfort of your own home. You don't need any equipment. This will be a total body regimen. So, let's get started. We're going to start with the shoulders. The shoulders are very important. The stronger the shoulder, the stronger your pull, the stronger the push, because everything begins at the shoulder. 2 movements you can start doing at your own, on your own at the house. First one, this will be an isometric. This is a static position. So I'm starting in a plank position, and the idea is to stack my joints. Wrist, elbow, shoulder blades are retracted and depressed. And then all I'm going to do, I'm going to start to walk my body up, pushing all the weight into the floor. I'm going to keep my arms as rigid, as straight as I can every time that I come up and move down, creating strength in the shoulders. If I want to progress this movement, I can go into a pike push-up. From here, deep breath in, deep breath out. Same thing, inhale, exhale. I know it looks like I'm kissing the floor, but I'm definitely not kissing the floor. You can start with either one of those 2 movements, either one or even both. I would say start at 2 sets, 2 rounds, and then if you're doing the walk-in walkouts, maybe 6 to 10. For the pike push-ups, anything between 8 to 12, hypertrophy. The goal is to challenge yourself, right? If that means you're feeling challenged at 6 and you can't do 7, then guess what? You're done at 6. If you don't feel it till about 10 or 12, then you're going up to 10 or 12. That's kind of how you gauge it. Next movement, let's work on the chest. The shoulder blades must be retracted and depressed so that I find stability in the shoulder. This is a ball. If I don't pull the shoulder back and down, it's not in the socket. Remember that. That's the number one thing. Create stability. The position will dictate how much force you can produce. So push-ups. I'm screwing my hands into the floor. So the inside of the elbow is almost looking forward. Shoulder blades are back and down. And then I'm going to keep my elbows tucked in at the side. Up. And then I can start going wider, even wider. I can get real crazy, start adding plyometrics. In and out. The main thing, again, is keeping the elbows close, shoulder blades back and down. If I'm unable to perform a full-on push-up, I can do it modified on the knees. The main thing is focus on range, getting all the way down, tapping the floor, and then coming right back up. Down, tap, push away. Start with push-ups. Push-ups are a great overall total or overall upper body, great builder for strength and muscle. And working not only the chest, but the anterior portion of the shoulder, tricep, all that. So those are your push-ups. 2 sets, 8 to 12. You're gonna rest about a minute to a minute and a half in between each set, otherwise it just becomes cardio. Next movement, so we did shoulders, we did chest. Why don't we work on lower body next? So obviously the best movement you can do for lower body is the squat. Remember, if you feel a lot in your knees, try this. It's called the first joint rule. All that means is when you're going to squat, if you bend the knees before you unlock the hips, all your weight is going straight to the knees. So to avoid that, I want you guys to try a hinge. All a hinge is a slight bend in the waist. So I'm bending here, and then now I can easily pull the hips back and down so that all the weight goes on my muscle, so my butt, my hamstring, instead of the knees. Think about that. Try that. If you're gonna be doing squats, 2 sets of 15 to 20, especially if it's just body weight. You wanna feel a burn, you wanna feel a pump. If you've already mastered your squat, why don't you try a unilateral movement, something for stability. You can do a shrimp squat or a pistol squat. The shrimp squat focuses a lot on hamstring and glutes. So I'm gonna go on one leg, just like this. I can use my arms for leverage, hinging, tapping the floor, coming right back up. So this is a lot of butt, a lot of glute, a lot of hamstring. Now, if I wanna work more on the quadricep, I can go into a pistol squat. The pistol squat is the one exercise that requires the most amount of ankle mobility in the fitness space, in the fitness world. So I would say, if you don't have the ankle mobility required for the pistol squat, start with that, or even elevate the heel. I'll show you guys a cool little trick. If I don't have range in my heel, I can easily lift my heel up, just like this, and this will allow my tibia to slide in through the minioli a lot easier so that I can descend all the way down to do my actual pistol squat, just like that. I would say for these, same thing, 10 to 12 each side. Do 2 sets. Great to build lower body development, especially for the quad. The first one, the shrimp is more for glutes and hamstrings, okay? So that takes care of lower body. Why don't we conclude today with core? Core is part of the foundation, just like stability. The better balance I have, the better, stronger core I have, the better everything else coming out of my body will be. Let's do 2 movements for core. We'll do one isometric, a static position, a hollow body hold, and then we'll do a plank seesaw. Let's start with the seesaw. I'm gonna go into a plank position, prone plank. Remember, position is everything. So elbow right underneath the shoulder blade. My hips are not gonna sag or dip. I'm tucking in as if somebody's just punching me in the gut real hard. So from here, I'm gonna start to walk back as far out as I can, not letting the hips sag or dip. All the way forward, like if I wanna kiss the floor, and then back. This is all core strength. Core, 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 not letting the hips sag or dip. For these, same thing. I'll do walk in and walk outs, 8 to 12 reps. The second movement will be a static. For this one, the further my hands are away from my center or my feet, the harder this will be. So this will be the most challenging position where my hands are fully overhead and my feet are elongated all the way out. All I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna take a deep breath in, and as I come up, my goal is to press my lower back down into the floor to contract my core. So it looks like this. Breathe in, up, squeeze, and hold. And I'm just squeezing as hard as I can for as long as I can. This is to failure. Once I can no longer hold the position, drop down and relax. So that's a static, and that one you'll do till failure. Do that at least 2 to 3 times. That will be a great way to conclude your core regimen. So for all of these, if you're new, start with something very, very moderate. 2 sets is all you need. Doing the least amount of work necessary to elicit the greatest amount of change. Start with your own level, whatever that is, and treat these exercises as skills. Get better at the skills so that you get more out of it. Over time, the way you progress this, you make things more challenging. You make the movement pattern harder, you do it more times, or you start introducing load, weight, to recruit more motor units and more muscle, depending on the goal, your abilities, and obviously what you have access to. But in the meantime, if you don't have anything or you want to do a little something, this would be a great place for you to start. It's a good introduction to calisthenics and just mastering your own body. With that being said, y'all have a great day. Get to the gym today, and I'll put out a new video probably Wednesday. We back, baby.